Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity and thank you for bringing me here to talk to my brothers and sisters. Thank you and thanks everyone. So for me, I can say filmmaking is a career, not just a career, but a life for me. Yeah, because it's just like you said, I've done a lot of things. I discovered a lot of talents within me as young as when I was 5 years old. Yeah, I discovered that I would go into filmmaking when I was 5 years old. If you remember the movie they called My Love by Ramsey Noah, that was far back 2001 to thereabout. I remember vividly, I was very young and I don't have anybody here to compare, like when you see age bracket, like height or something, no. I was very young, they create this little box, this wooden box, where it's just like this, those cassettes. So they will put the cassettes inside those boxes. As a child, if I carry that small box that they create, is almost to my legs, So I will carry the box and hawk it in the community. So they have these little theaters in the community, like a film hall. Yeah. So you say film show 10 naira, film show 5 naira, so that you can get access to watch the film for free. You get it? That was what I was doing as a child in the village, While I did that and saw that particular film that day, when I came out from the hall, I remember I was crying. And when I looked at the poster, I just pressed my hand to the poster. And I told Ramsey, we are going to meet in the film shop. So I already know that I'm going to make film. But the thing is, I do not know how I'm going to make film. If there is a road to even get to film, I do not know. But I know that I'm going to make film. Then one day I got into, my mom brought me from the village to Yenego, and I found myself in a church, and I was dancing as a dancer in the church. And the next thing they said, they have a teenagers program, just programs like this, and said, we need actors, people to act. And I realized that most of my friends that was with me, they don't dance, but I dance. So I was like, okay, I want to do something that all of us here as friends can do. So look at it. It was now because of my friends that I moved with all of us who now moved into the drama department and say, let's act. So we did the acting, and funny enough, it's just like that spoken word said earlier. He said, what you were born for, it's not your problem. How it happens, it's not your problem. Where I'm coming from, literally at that particular moment, no longer become my problem. But what I wanted becomes my desire on how I want it to be. And funny enough, I want to act, but I do not know how to speak English. You get it? Not even the broken, you get it? And I was through with primary school, and I was already in secondary school. So imagine that you are in the village and they teach you vernacular in your primary school to your secondary school. You understand? So I got into a city and I'm in a church and young people are talking. I don't talk. That's why I was whispering to her. I said some people don't like talking. Because me, I was there, I don't talk. I listen. You get, so when they said, oh, we should come and act, what they do is they will write my acting role inside the paper for me. I could read. But it takes me time to pronounce these words. But literally, I do not understand the meaning of the words I pronounce. But I can read. So what I do is I take it home, practice, read those things until I memorize, until those words become my medium of communication with people. So I go back to church in Christ Embassy, then we perform the play, and I became the best actor at that particular moment. Then from that day, the drama leader said, you are no longer going to dancing, that you will be in drama. That's when I found the part. And I realized that it was already there, but it's just that God just needed a process to take you to a place where you will identify purpose. So I went into a place, and it took me in a medium, like a process to get to that place and identify that, okay, you need to do this thing. Now, at this particular time, you need to learn it here. So that becomes a process of like a foundation for me to learn. Thank you.
And we celebrate